Long ago, 7 Dragon Balls were forged and scattered over the face of the planet. Once united, the Eternal Dragon will be called forth to grant the discoverer a single wish.
Dragon Ball! Dragon Ball Z! Dragon Ball Z! Dragon, come get me!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, TimothyTimPC, and the PSP you came here to see is Dragon Ball Z. But guess what? No one's going to be able to play with that PSP. That's right, no one can play. You've underestimated me. Rated F for fucking awesome. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by to check out my latest creation, the Dragon Ball Z PSP. 128 gigabytes, loaded with Dragon Ball games, some fighting games, and a healthy dose of RPGs. You can always fit a lot on 128 gigs. So this PSP was something that was suggested to me by multiple, different people on my Facebook page and on YouTube. And people were like, hey man, you really should do a Dragon Ball Z themed PSP. Not just Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z. And I have to say, it was a really good idea the first time someone suggested it to me. I was like, why haven't I thought of that? That would be perfect. And so I was actually kicking around an idea for a design for a while and had it kind of sorted out in my head, and then was approached by someone, a gentleman in the Navy, who has actually bought a PSP from me in the past, and unfortunately had his PSP stolen from him, and requested that I do a new one, and then also would not accept the military discount because I gave it to him the first time. I don't know what to say about that. So I tried to make this one extra nice to really give him his money's worth. And so I'm going to get to this medallion here in a second, but I wanted you to check out the back. Here's my man Goku with his symbol doing the energy blast. So I was really happy with how this case came out. And then before we open the PSP, I wanted to show you this. You see the medallion glows, and there's the etched glass. You can see Goku there, and it is an RGB LED in that. I think it looks really cool. I don't know if he's going to keep that on there. Maybe he'll put that on his keychain. Maybe he'll do whatever with it. Maybe he will keep it on. But I think it really kind of sets the whole thing off and just really adds kind of the cool energy to the whole PSP case. So now that we're done talking about the case, let me shut that bad boy off and let you take a look at this. It started off as a red PSP 2000 Japan import. No gods of war were harmed in the making of this one. Oh, God, I'm happy with how this one came out. I think it looks really slick and is really set apart from other PSPs I have done. I'm trying to step my game up. You see, we're going with the clear, transparent case, or I should say faceplate, with the red buttons. And then the Dragon Ball right here is actually underneath the plastic. Most of the decals are. Well, we've got this one. And then let me show you the back. Boom. There's Goku in white. The Z from Dragon Ball Z. This is also behind the plastic. And there's a UMD door. And I don't know if I can pick this up on camera. Hopefully I can, or maybe you can see it. There are stars going through here in a matte clear coat finish, and I'm trying to pick them up off the light. You can trust me, they're there. And I just wanted to add some little details, a little something special that maybe he won't notice right away. I haven't told him about that part. He's seen the PSP and is very happy with it. I also did a matte clear coat on this decal over here to match the finish on the rest of the PSP. You see with the red outer bezel ring, and then we've got the red shoulder buttons. Like I said, the Z on the other side of the plastic. I think this came out really nice. And yeah, it's still got fingerprints on it. I'm including a screen protector like I do with all my PSPs. And let's get her booted up. And so I can let you take a little look at the menu. I set up multiple wallpapers. This was something that, I just couldn't decide. Let me turn the lights down here. I just couldn't decide what I wanted the wallpaper to be. That's something that a lot of times I obsess over. And so I made multiple. Went with this icon layout. I feel like it does Dragon Ball justice. And so here's the wallpaper that I made. By the way, sometimes people ask, how do I do my wallpapers? I just, borrow from Google Images and stuff. And then I Photoshop things together. And I think I'm pretty good at Photoshop. So that really helps me kind of bring elements together and do them in a whole cohesive kind of thing for wallpaper. So we've got that, and then we've got this. Now this is kind of that party wallpaper that's got Goku and everybody and really celebrating Dragon Ball Z. But when you have that up, it can make it kind of hard to see all the icons. Even I picked the extra large ones to help with visibility on that. But it's cool to have it look cool, but then I also want the PSP to be functional, and I want it to work. So that's the most important thing. I'll take you through just a short perusement of the games list. We've got our old school that everybody gets. Now this PSP is running with my modified memory stick speed up process that I first implemented on the Black Panther PSP. That's a 256 gig PSP. If you haven't seen that one, please check it out. 256 gigs. I got emails, people talking about a terabyte, but that's going to be some expensive SD cards, motherfucker. But if you're willing to spend, I'll do it. I'll attempt it. I'll do it. I'm sure I can make it happen if somebody's crazy enough. So here's a little collection of, it's a large collection of RPGs. I put that all in the PlayStation 1 games folder, the first games folder of the PS1 games. And he requested pretty much all the Final Fantasies that came out on PlayStation 1. So we've got, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, plus Final Fantasy Tactics. I threw in Origins. He didn't ask for it, but I figured why not? We've got Anthology. And then some Tim picks, which I'm always grateful. Let me bring the brightness down here. That's a little bit better. I'm always grateful when I have the opportunity to do that. I don't know if you've ever played the Shining Force games. You might have heard me mention Shining Force CD as a really cool and worth playing Sega CD RPG. But Arc the Lad is part of that series, Shining Force, Shining in the Darkness, all those games. So Arc the Lad and Arc the Lad 2 are on here. And then we've also got... we've got the Breath of Fire games. Let's see, what else do we have? Broken Sword. Both Broken Sword PS1 titles. Chrono Cross he requested. Both Chrono Cross games. Then I dropped Persona on here as well. Dragon Warrior. Let's see, what else do we have? I know the Suikoden games are on here as well. Oh, Legend of Dragoon, very fun game. The Lunar games. Then we have Legend of Manta. There's the other Lunar game. Oh no, here they are. Myst. You got to throw that in there for some old school nostalgia. Got to play Myst. Oh, here's the Persona games. Persona 2. I believe the PSP Persona game is on here as well. Star Ocean. There's your Suikoden and your Suikoden 2. Awesome. Very fun. Great. RPGs are so great to have in the portable format, especially playing PS1 RPGs on a PSP. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't get much better than that. And as you can see, it's quite an extensive list. Even Xenoblades. I have put every, I think, PS1 RPG that's worth a damn is on here. And if you ask for a PSP theme with RPGs, that's exactly what you're going to get. So we're loaded up. Obviously, Dragon Ball games are on here. A couple of Dragon Ball games. I didn't go, well, there's not a whole lot to pick from. So you're going to, kind of have that on there. Obviously, you need Dragon Ball games on here, plus some more RPGs that he asked for. Oh, is that a duplicate? Yes, that's the same game twice. All right. You guys have seen it happen before. With so many games on here, sometimes these videos are a perfect way for me to go through everything kind of with you and experience it at the same time. So, yeah, we get to get that. Oh, no, this is 1 and 2. More Final Fantasy stuff. Everything you could possibly want. These are all the games. Oh, you can't go without these. Some more Dragon Ball Z stuff. We're loaded up. We're loaded up. And you see the game list keeps going from Crazy Taxi to God of War and Daxter to, Pac-Man Championship editions that everyone gets. And even more PSP games like Tony Hawk's Underground. And just awesome. These are some games that I picked that I'm a big fan of. More RPGs because he said he liked them, but then badass games like SSX. And so just like all my other PSPs, the list just keeps going on and on and on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this PSP in the mail. That's right. And I'm going to get it off to him because he has waited patiently. When you order a PSP from Japan, I don't have to tell you, it takes a while to get here. And then I was worried that the PSP might not be up to snuff. Now, most orders that I get from Japan, people usually take care of their shit. But it's like anywhere else in the world, you're going to find some people or some accidents, some things happened, maybe unavoidable tragedies that have happened to PSPs. We're aware of this happening. Do you like this PSP? Do you want one like it? You can't have one exactly like it because all my PSPs are unique. Oh, and speaking of that, there is something I want to show you that is new. This is something that I've kind of toyed with. People have asked me in the past to autograph PSPs to put my signature on them. And although that's a very flattering thing, my ugly, scribbly writing with a Sharpie on one of my PSPs, I can't get with it. I just can't have my nasty chicken scratches all over them. So I've come up with a kind of a comfortable way for me to be able to do that and kind of authenticate one of my PSPs if someone would want that. And this is what I came up with. Check it out, and we'll see if this, here, I might need to turn this off. If you look very closely, you won't see anything. But if I grab a black light here, you can see that I have signed it in UV ink, Timothy Tim PSP. Now you see it? Now you don't. There you go. What do you think of that? Tell me in the comments. Is that a cool idea? Is that good? I just feel weird about signing these things. All the glory kind of goes to the games. I just try to celebrate them the best way possible. So back to what I was saying. If you want one of these PSPs, if you like it, if you want to get it and have it for your own, then all you've got to do is send me an email. Boom! TimothyTimPC@yahoo.com. Or you can check me out on the Facebook page and chat me up. Timothy Tim PSP on Facebook. You'll get a lot of stuff on the Facebook page that you don't see here on YouTube. Like, I do little kind of follow-ups and updates on little PSPs I'm doing. I'm working on a Zelda PSP and just uploaded a video to the Facebook page, kind of showing someone the new menu that I set up for that. And so like little details and stuff that aren't worthy of a full YouTube video, I throw up on the Facebook page. Plus, you can talk to me, message me. I will reply at some point, depending upon different times. Sometimes I'm more overwhelmed with emails than other times, but I will do my best to get back to you. Again, guys, thanks for checking out the video games, checking out the PSPs, and have a good day. And don't forget,
Game on!
Yeah, game on.